Hi everybody, I am taping this on New Year's Eve night, so by the time this video gets uploaded, it will probably be 2024. But with 2023 wrapping up, thought I'd take my yearly look back on the year that's about to wrap up. And I know I've been over some of this in earlier videos or earlier social media posts, but still just interesting to look back for me and see what happened. So on March 4th, this school, Regis University, played the Colorado School of Mines in the RMAC Women's Basketball Championship game, and Regis won 65-61, and I got to call it thanks to the fine coach group led by Molly Marin, and assistant Jesse Craig, who's moved on to TCU, and a fine group of players, including Aaron Fry, Aaron Stroberg, among others, Athena Saragoza, and cast of others for Regis University that helped get me that opportunity to call the RMAC Women's Basketball Championship game. And it was a classic, like I said. Regis got the win over Colorado School of Mines, 65-61. A week later, I got to do my first high school basketball championship in Colorado, a girls' game between Windsor and Roosevelt. Roosevelt winning, 54-44. Tight game in the first half, then Roosevelt taking over in the second half, withstanding a valiant Windsor effort to take control late in the game did Roosevelt, and that opportunity came thanks to these two ladies I've mentioned before, Bethany Brookins, Associate Commissioner of CHSAA, and Lakin Crane. She's gotten married since this photo was taken. That's why you see her maiden name of Cooper. But thanks to those two ladies, got to do my first high school basketball state championship game. And then, also thanks to these two ladies, on Mother's Day weekend in May, I get to call the boys volleyball state championship for the third straight year. And Discovery Canyon took the title for the second straight year. Fortunate to get that opportunity again, thanks to these two fine ladies, Bethany Brookins and Lakin Crane. And then a week later, well, actually, I'm going to go back to the same week, Mother's Day week, when Regis University's women's lacrosse team got to not only play in the NCAA Division II tournament for women's lacrosse, but they got to host it as well. And that, of course, thanks to Coach Sarah Kellner and her crew. They had a fine regular season, obviously, and because of that, they got to host some of the NCAA Division II women's lacrosse tournament. And if not for not only Coach Sarah Kellner and her crew, but for David Wilson, Assistant AD and Communications at Regis University, keeping me on board and bringing me in, I wouldn't have had that opportunity. So to think, same weekend, Regis University in the Division II women's lacrosse tournament, and they were beaten in the first round of it, by the way, but still I got to work a couple of games there. And then same weekend, boys volleyball high school state championship, thanks to the help of these two fine ladies. And then a week after that, on May 21st, these guys, the Golden High School baseball team, became a new group I got to work with in 2023 as Coach Adam Miller moved on from Wheat Ridge, and I moved on too. I have no ill will towards Wheat Ridge by any means, just moved on from there, and Coach Jackie McBroom decided he wanted me to announce Golden High School baseball games. Very kind of him to do that in a week after the RMAC Women's Lacrosse Tournament, the NCAA Women's Lacrosse Tournament, Division II, and the Boys Volleyball State Championship began on May 21st. I got to see these demons from Golden go back and forth in a district championship game with Mullen, in another game to remember. And Golden, after trailing 6-5 in the sixth inning, scored 4 times in the sixth, and then withstood a furious Mullen rally in the seventh to win by the score of 9-7. Golden advanced to the state tournament because of that win, and Golden eventually finished as state runners-up, falling in a tight one to Severance in the championship game. And of course, I cannot... No look back on a year would be complete without looking back at my alma mater, and that's where some sad things happen. I've mentioned Brady Hose in a video last April, and sadly it was this tragedy that led to my most viewed video, not only of the year, but the most viewed video I've ever had. Brady, on March 31st, died unexpectedly at the age of 17, had a seizure, and passed away, unfortunately. And on April 18th, talk about mixed emotions. I did the baseball game with these Golden Demons, who beat Stanley Lake 10-0, and one of their stars, Noah Wicks, not only pitched a 6-inning perfect game. Game shortened to 6th inning because of the mercy rule. Golden's 10-0 win counted for mercy. Wicks also hit 2 home runs. 2 home runs, pitch a perfect game. One of the finest, probably the finest individual effort I've seen on a baseball field in person all the years I've been watching and announcing baseball. And cool as that was, less than 2 hours later, I was at a candlelight vigil for this man, Brady Hose, on what would have been his 18th birthday on April 18th. And when everybody there started singing happy birthday near the end of it, talk about a difficult event. Still, again, thank Coach Legault, Jeff Legault, and Shane Fujita and the crew, and this man, Matt Heckle, for continuing to let me do Dakota Ridge Sports all these years after I've graduated. And a few more quick thoughts on 2023 before I turn the page. Sad truth is, going beyond sports, mass shootings are still prevalent. Political division is still very much alive and well. I'd like to see all of that change in 2024, but all I can say to that is, we'll see what happens, because nobody ever knows for sure. I certainly have my doubts political division will go away, but again, you never know for sure. So those are my thoughts and look back on my personal year of 2023. Also the year I surpassed 100 videos here on YouTube. I thank all of you for your support, and I'll talk to you more in 2024. Have a happy new year, everyone. And since it's nighttime as I'm recording this, I'll say good night, everyone.